Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 3rd of March, 2024. Sensational. That is right, my friends. Once again, I am back to go through my weekly rotation. This one's been a very special weekly rotation, and it happens but twice a year. And this is a mixed rotation. So there are some fragrances from summer and spring, and there are some fragrances from autumn and winter. Because every year, as we know, I like to change between two rotations, between two parts of my collection. I have an autumn and winter selection, and I have a spring and summer collection. And I have drawn the line at March the 1st and September the 1st. And so since March the 1st fell on Friday this week, that is when my spring and summer rotation began. But first, we will finish off with the last of the autumn and winter perfumes. And on Monday, I wore Ambre Sultan by Serge Lutens. There's not really much I can say about this that hasn't already been said, which is unfortunate because I love it. I will review it one day. I just want to be able to do it justice. It is a top fragrance. One of the finest. And it is one of those fragrances that showed me the way as far as what perfumes are capable of doing. It's vanilla, labdanum, benzoin. It's got them herbs and spices at the top. It's a beautiful fragrance. One thing about Serge Lutens for me is they exist outside of my rotation. So you might very well see this pop up at any point in the year. You know, there are very few fragrances, but I hold Serge Lutens outside of time and space. So you never know, you might see this pop up at any moment, but I usually like to wear fragrances that are in sync with the weather. But on Monday I wore Ambre Sultan. Tuesday I wore another classic. This is most definitely an autumn and winter perfume in my opinion. And this is Balenciaga Pour Homme. One of the great designer perfumes of all time in my opinion. Absolutely amazing. Made by one of my favourite perfumers, Gerard Anthony, who has never made a substandard perfume that I can think of anyway. He's made a lot of stuff. He did a Zaro Pour Homme. He's changed perfume quite a few times actually. I was talking to Dura Rose the other day and he told me about a fragrance he did for Boss. Gerard Anthony, not Dura Rose. And he released it in 2004 and it was Boss in Motion Blue. Dura Rose reckons it's the originator of the blue DNA. A full 6-7 years before Bleu de Chanel came out. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if Gerard Anthony had done that because he's done it before. And if I was making a perfume and I had an unlimited budget, I'd probably ask him to do at least one, you know. But anyway, next up we have another perfume I've worn a lot of this past year, and there will be a top 10 spring, autumn and winter 2023, 2024 coming up in the next week or two. And this will be there, no doubt. This is Melt My Heart by Strangelove NYC. This is an absolutely fantastic perfume. This is what indie perfumes think they're making when they dollop huge amounts of natural ingredients into things, you know? This is oud, chocolate, no rose at all. Oud, chocolate and iris. It's clean but warm and round, a little bit dark, a little bit chocolatey. There's another chocolatey fragrance coming up as well. In fact, there's maybe two, but we'll see. This has been one of my finds of 2023 for me, of last year. Absolutely love this stuff, and I cannot wait to wear it again. But it's definitely an autumn and winter perfume in my opinion. Next up, we have maybe the definitive autumn and winter perfume for me. This is a perfume I absolutely love. I think it's sensational. And I wore it on the last day of the autumn and winter rotation, as I wear it on the first day of the autumn and winter rotation every year. And this is Tobacco Oud. I love this stuff. Absolutely love it. I've done a review. I haven't been back and watched it, but I do love it. It is tobacco. It is a big patchouli rather than an oud, in my opinion. It's like a chocolatey patchouli crossing into like giving that oud vibe. I wouldn't have thought there's any real oud in here. Too expensive to make on that scale of production, because it's a very popular fragrance, but it's popular for a good reason. This is one where I agree with the hype. You can't get 100ml bottles anymore. I don't know why they've done that. You can only get the 50ml. I'm not sure. You might be able to get the decanters as well. But that was the end of the spring and summer rotation, friends. And on Friday, the 1st of March, as every Friday, 1st of March, I wore Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Not only did I wear it, I reviewed it. So you can watch that if you want to. This is, in my opinion, Creed's best fragrance. It is fresh, salty, green, just an amazing perfume, a Fragcon darling, and it was Creed's signature perfume, and to me it defines the house of Creed by what it is. It's that older gentleman walking the hills of Ireland with stone-built walls and near the sea, cool, bracing wind, flat cap, all that kind of thing. It's a beautiful perfume, and it's quintessentially Creed, even much more so than Aventus. Aventus was a huge seller and became like a cultural phenomenon, but to me this is what vintage Creed, this is the house of Creed for me. Obviously not anymore, the brand's gone to hell in my opinion, but there we are. Next up I wore a perfume that I actually think can be worn almost year round. Maybe not in the hottest of hot days, and maybe not in the coldest of cold days, but otherwise I think you could wear this probably any time, and this is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. This is one of my... I have many vintages of this perfume, many vintages, and this is actually one of the newer ones. It's much newer than some of the other ones. I mean, I've got original releases with the metal logo written on, you know. Pretty great. This is rosemary, lavender, cedar, sage, oak moss. It was made by Jean Martel, a vintage perfumer if ever there was one, and it's an old school, soapy, fresh, clean, warm, masculine fragrance. It's absolutely brilliant. The latest formulation is shite, but it was really good up until about 10 years ago. So anything before 2015 should be really good. Now it's not so good. I've smelled the latest versions of this over the last 5 or 6 years, and it's been really bad. So watch out if you are interested. And they're 10 a penny. You can get vintages of these still at a really good price. Anyway, on to my scent of the day. And my scent of the day is Dior Homme Original. The original. The 2005 with the silver stem. This is amazing. And I've got the 2011 bottle as well, but I have put that away until I have finished off this. I think once you get to this sort of level, in your bottles, you should try and use them up as soon as possible, because that's when the perfume starts to turn, because of surface area and volume and all of that sort of thing. It evaporates and degrades much quicker once it gets to that level. So, but this is one of the great perfumes. This is one of the best perfumes of the century, in my opinion. It's absolutely brilliant. Made by Olivia Polge, now in-house perfumer for Chanel. Strange that he made one of Dior's best perfumes. Certainly, maybe the last top masculine designer range perfume that Dior have done. Because Sauvage certainly isn't on that list. Maybe it's Eau Sauvage Parfum. I don't know. That's a debate for another time, friends. But this has been my fragrance rotation. I hope you have all enjoyed it and will join me again soon. Bye.